Hello friends, welcome to our today's Spark session. In this session, we will have a look at the scenario-based question on Spark. And the question is from how to load a data from the multiple directories. And this is the question. We have a input directory inside which we have 5 folders in it, named data1, data2, data3, data4 and data schema. And inside each folder, we have multiple CSV files inside it. You can see like file1, file2, and here inside data schema and data 4 we have file 1 alone. So we have multiple CSV files inside a multiple folders. Our requirement is we need to find the optimized way to load all the CSV files inside data 1, data 2 and data 3 alone into a Spark data frame. Note the point, like we need to ignore the data, I mean like the CSV file inside data 4 and data schema, and we need to load into a Spark data frame only a data 1, data 2 and data 3. So let us see what are all the ways available to make this happen and what is the optimized way to do this. We will use a Jupyter notebook for our demo. Let us get started. I had logged into a Jupyter Lab session, and this is the file that we are going to use. This is the setup. Like inside a multi-folder, you can see we have 5 folders. I mean, 5 directories inside it, and inside each directory, we have 2 CSV file, file1.csv and file2.csv. Let me open all those things. And in data 4 and in data schema alone, we will have only one file, file1.csv. So this is the setup that we have, and I have already created a Python notebook. Let me walk you through that. Let me run the first 2 commands to initiate the find Spark and also to initiate the Spark session. Let me read one of the file and show you what the content is in it. We just have a name, age, education and the year of pass out. So that is the detail that we have in our today's example. So like this we have it in all the files. Let me show, like let me put star here. For reading all the files we can use the wildcard itself, like data star, and I will use file star.csv. By this way itself we can read the files. Let me run this. But the thing is that here in data schema we have a the content inside the data schema is nothing but it is not matching with the other files. So we will obviously we will be getting a mismatch in the content. So here you can find that. And also our requirement is to omit the file 4 and data 4 and data schema. Again we have a record of data 4 as well. So we have to omit that as well. With wildcard we will not be able to achieve this. So let us see how we can achieve this by ignoring the data 4 and the data schema as well. So for this we have several methods. Obviously one of the method is like we can go through one file. I mean like we can read one file in a loop, and we can union all those file finally. That is one of the approach, but we are not going to see that approach today. We will be seeing other approaches. So here the first approach is to create a list of input path, and then we can pass that input path into our CSV. Let me show you. So here you can find like inside CSV I have created a list. Let me paste it in so I have created a list like this, and this list I am passing it inside the CSV. I haven't changed anything, and again I have given a star.csv to read all the files inside the directories. So by this way we will be able to read all the content that is inside the directory that we require, and all the files inside the directories. So I have given a show command. We can check here, like all the files inside directory 1, directory 2 and directory 3 got read. whereas the directory 4 and the data schema has been omitted. This is one of the way, and the other way is to use the regex pattern to do that. And here you can see like I have used the regex pattern, which says like after data we can select from 1 to 3. So I'm running this. We can see the same output as the above one. We have got data 1, data 2. I mean this is the data 1, and this is the data 2, and finally this is the data 3. So here again with regex pattern like this, we will be able to read all the files inside data 1, data 2 and data 3 directory. This is one of the method. Let me show you the other method, and I will give you another use case. So the third method is to use the curly braces and give a selected items on top of that. Here is that method. We can use the curly braces and define what are all the numbers that we require inside that. So here we can see like in data we need 1, 2 and 3, and I'm running this. So again by this way we will be able to get all the data directories that we have mentioned there: data 1, data 2 and data 3. Say we have a use case like we don't need a data 3 and we have to omit the data 3 and we have to include a data 4, like we need data 1, data 2 and data 4 instead of data 3. In that case we will not be able to use this regex pattern, which is a continuous one. So at that in that case we will be able to use a list of inputs. Again we have to create all the list of inputs and then we have to pause it. Instead of that we can directly use this curly braces method, in which we can just change 3 to 4 and we can run this. We will be able to get the results. Like you can see here, this is the data 1 and this is the data 2 and this is the data 3. I mean like this is the data 4. Since we have only one file with the 2 records in a CSV file, in data 4 we have only 2 records. So by this way we will be able to read multiple files in a multiple directories. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please try this in your own machine and let me know if you face any issues. I will give this directory in a GitHub link, and I will give the GitHub link in a description. Please make use of it. If you like this video, please do subscribe to my channel and also give a thumbs up signal to this video. Thanks for watching, guys.